So this lesson is very closely aligned with Venn diagrams. So hopefully you've done Venn diagrams before doing this because we'll refer to it. But we're going to calculate probability of events using a two-way table. Okay, so two-way tables is another way of putting information together that helps us, like with probability, with having the having information, displayed and things like that, which make it really easy. All right, let's get on to it. We have this Venn diagram. So we'll move on from this. Okay, so this example, if you watch the video on Venn diagrams, it will be exactly the same, except for something down here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the Venn diagram that we did for that one. So it was Insta and Snapchat. Now there was 8 students who had both. That came from there. 8 plus 7 equals 15. So that's 15 students who have Instagram. And then 8 plus 3 that have Snapchat equals 11. But out of a total of 27 students, that means there's 9 students who don't have Instagram or Snapchat. Now, what we need to do is that we need to make a two-way table. So this question is not about Venn diagram, it's about a two-way table. So I'm going to convert this into a two-way table. So the first thing I want to do is make a table. So I've got this. All right. And now with this one, I'm not going to use this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the titles in. So we're looking at students who have Instagram. So I'm going to go in. Instagram. Okay. Now here we've got to put no Instagram. Okay. So that's the way it works. Now on the column down, we've got to do the same thing. So Snapchat and no Snapchat. All right. So how many students have Snapchat and how many students don't have any Snapchat? Now what I will need to do also, I'm going to have to move this around because I didn't do it properly, is I need to add an extra column in. So let's add an extra column in. And these are the total ones. So that's the totals. Let me make that better. Yeah. So this will be the totals. Totals. And this is total. All right. So the first one, the easiest one to fill in is the one in between. So how many students have Insta and Snapchat? And we're looking at this because that's Snapchat and Instagram. So that will be the one that has both. Okay. So how many students have both? Well, it tells us in the question there's 8. So let's put 8 in there. All right, there's 8 students. All right. So 8 students have Snapchat and Instagram. Now, also what this Venn diagram tells us, it tells us that 7 students have Instagram, but no Snapchat. So that will cover this bit here. Instagram, yes, but no Snapchat. Can you see that? Instagram, no Snapchat. So underneath there, I will put 7, okay? And that means that 8 plus 7 is 15. So 15 students in total have Instagram. Now, how many students in total have Snapchat? 11, okay? So that means how many, and then we're going to do the same thing as we did. How many students have Snapchat and no Insta? Well, that's that one here, and that's 3, and that's good because 8 plus 3 equals 11. Right. Now, how many students, this one's really clear to see, have no Snapchat and no Instagram? Well, that is simply just 9, and that refers to this in total there. So what we can do is now we can start adding everything up. So there's how many students have no Snapchat? Well, that's 7 plus 9, so that will be 16. How many students have no Instagram? So I'm looking down here now. That's 3 plus 9, so that's 12. And what should happen if you've got the two-way table correct is that we need to add down here and across, and it should add up to the same number, which should be 27. So 11 plus 16 is actually 27, and 15 plus 12 is actually 27. So we've got all our information right. Now, what happens is that the two-way table, once you've got everything really correctly, you can do so much with it because it's got every bit of information in there. So how many students have an Instagram account? Well, here we go. Insta is down here. Well, that's 15. Oh, only have an Instagram account. So it means Instagram, no Snapchat, that's 7. 7 students. How many students have an Instagram or Snapchat account? Well, that's really easy. It's this bit in here, so that's 8 students. And then how many students don't have Instagram or Snapchat account? So that means no Insta, no Snapchat, so that's here, so that's 9 students. Now, how does that look like in probability? Well, let's do B, okay? How many students have an Instagram or Snapchat account? So it goes, I'm going to ask the question in terms of probability. Find the probability that a student doesn't have Instagram or Snapchat. So that's this one. So that one's, there's 8 students out of a total of 27. Okay. So we'll say probability of no Insta or Snapchat. All right. And there we go. So two-way tables is fairly similar to Venn diagrams, but it's just the way we got to put it in. Hopefully this makes sense. Peace